Hello and welcome to Todd Plays Games. We're going to take a look at Halo Infinite Season 3 Echoes Within, which is launched today. I did one of these back in November, I think it was, where we looked at, and it was more of a bit of a rant about how Halo doesn't look like Halo anymore, and how I didn't like the 343 model. That model, in my mind, hasn't really changed. They've tweaked things, I will give them credit. The changes that they've done have been very good. They have brought in a small amount of XP for completing matches and more XP if you top 50 MVP, you get a little bit extra. It's not a huge amount, but it definitely helps. It is still challenge focused, and I usually hate the challenges. There is, I think, more access to challenge swaps, and every week if you do all the challenges for that week, which I think there's less than there used to be, which isn't a bad thing because the challenges were crap. I think you get a weekly one once you've finished all of the challenges, and that's a fixed challenge that you can't swap, and that gives you a designated reward. So we'll have a look at that for week 1 of season 3 as well. Yeah, new loading screen, or new sort of title screen. If you've seen my season 2, I touched on the season pass very briefly. I have a lot of problems with it still that I'm going to touch on. But overall, season 2 and basically the event armor themselves, I've thought have been utter shit. They don't look like Halo. They look like Destiny. They look like Warframe. They look like any other game except Halo. So have they returned to form? Does the armor actually look like something a Mjolnir kitted out Spartan or other armor system wearing Spartan would wear? Is it something that I, in my personal opinion, think looks like Halo? Because the Infinite art style has gone back to basics. It has gone back to the beauty of the Bungie series. I was going to say trilogy. It's not. It's a quadrilogy. No, it's not. What's 5? Hexology? The Bungie games. The Bungie era. We've gone back to that art style, and for the campaign, it's stunning. The enemies look stunning. Chief looks stunning. The Mark III armor, or the Gen 3, the Mark 6 Gen 3 armor that Chief wears, is beautiful. I want my Spartan to look like that, as cool as Chief does. And with the Mark 7 you can. And we'll have a look at my armor systems first, and then we'll go into the new stuff, I think. But let's get in there. I don't know if there's going to be an opening cinematic. If there is, we'll look at that too, because the only story element that we've had since the new... I don't want settings. Since the new campaign that launched December 2021 is stupid little 10-second videos in the multiplayer season that don't add anything, really. Not to my mind. So we're going to have a little look. I mean, all of this is... I'm not changing anything. I don't need to change anything. Let me just check. That is all correct. Brightness is fine too, game.
Previously in Halo Infinite.
Previously? Exciting.
We
Campaign
just got word
stuff.
that the Infinity is missing. The ring gone. No one knows where.
I love that
we built
opening
this facility
cutscene.
off the grid
It's
to
so
train
good.
the next generation of Spartans.
The multiplayer is fun as well. I didn't know you could do that. That was a nice shot.
It's not going to be easy,
I remember meeting
but I
her.
believe in you.
I like her character. I can't remember her name, but I like her character.
They aren't hostiles. They're wolves. Back from the hunt.
Agrina.
is corrupted, man.
Commander
I'll
Agrina.
have to pull the chip.
No! Do that, he dies. And we lose everything he
Oh
risked
yeah,
his
the
life
AI.
for.
I didn't finish the Season 2 Battle Pass.
What exactly did Spartan Din put inside his head?
A banished AI.
Who dares to cage the mighty Aratus? I will crush your bodies and feast on the bone.
I mean, the Covenant had AI, so I wouldn't have banished. So I'm okay with that. Nice kill.
We gotta get that thing out of him.
How?
Carefully. and then get it to tell us everything it knows.
Like the CGI, the facial work, the cutscenes are really good.
This Neuralink is corrupted, ma'am.
Eklund, what exactly did Spartan Din put inside his head?
A banished AI. The first I've ever seen.
It's corrupting his brain. This CGI looks incredible.
Why here?
Because you refuse to see.
How good does that face look and the hair?
There's nothing you can show me that I haven't seen 1,000 times.
Accept the truth.
Make a Halo TV show like CGI like this, instead of actors. Just mocap it. The Howl of the Wolf.
I told them, go at night. Airborne.
Commando? No.
Would have been different.
The Bandit.
Would it?
Don't like that Spartan suit.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
But there's so much more to see.
Progress. This is a cool cutscene. This is a really good cutscene.
I smell fear. How disappointing.
You weren't here. And I'm not gonna let you go any further.
Oh, there's that Spartan spirit. Delicious. But in the end, pointless.
You don't know anything.
I know you were a fool. Because the truth is this. It always ends the exact same way.
Death for you. In triumph
For me!
That was cool. This is what Halo needs. Campaign stuff. It isn't really campaign stuff, but still. That was really cool. Spartan Din picked up something dangerous in the field. Since returning to the academy with Spartan Eklund, a banished menace is haunting his dreams and memories, threatening to extend its reach. Confident they have contained the threat, Commander Agrena devotes herself to rebuilding the UNSC, training her Spartan recruits for the inevitable coming conflict with the Banished. Inevitable, I like it. Still, think that makes sense. Still, start again. Din can't shake the feeling that something deeper is at play, and he needs your help. Time to burrow into the heart of the Academy and root out the source of the echoes within. That was cool. That was cool. I really hate that they're putting story content behind a season pass. It's stupid. Make a campaign. Just do it. The multiplayer works, right? Now you've got Forge in there. Brilliant. Hell, put this stuff, this campaign stuff, this story focused stuff, in a firefight. I'm never going to shut up about them not having firefight in this game. We're over 2 years. We're 14 months since release. And there's still no firefight. It is not good enough. But we're not here to hear me rant like a madman about Halo. Upgrade to Premium if you want all of the Season Pass, but there is a free track as well, which we'll touch on. We'll probably see. New armor core unlocked. I hate this system so much. We've unlocked the Chimera. We've unlocked 2. Legendary Chimera, and then the Mirage IIC. So we'll have a look at first. We'll go to the armor hall. So this is my current Spartan. That was a bit clunky. Running the Mark 7. No. Yes, the Mark 7, which is the newest-ish in the Spartan IV armory. Mark 7 helmet. I just like that helmet. I have a feeling there's something this season that might top it. But with how the season pass works, I can't get a nicer chest plate because everything is either locked behind the season pass that I haven't bothered to play, so I will get at some point, but I've been doing other things, or it's locked behind a paywall, or it just looks terrible. Stuff like this. And I get it, the special little things, there's the teddy bear and then you can put a rose. That's really clunky, that's normally more fluid than that. You can get a little flower that you can put on your Spartan helmet and stuff. No, it's not Halo to me, so I'm never going to have it. But that's mine. You've got the Eagle Strike, which I think looks awful. The Chimera, so this is the new one. That looks... I mean, it looks more Halo than that. That looks like Iron Man. That's interesting. I'm not going to equip it. It's a very Destiny, like Lightfall, is that the new one that they've done? We're going to look at some of this stuff as well. But first feelings, it's got a backpack. That's good. That's where the shield is used. The shield housing is usually kept for the Spartan. So that's cool. From the back, I quite like it. I'm not entirely sure about the sculpted muscular suit, the undersuit, but I don't actually mind that. My only problem with it from a visual sort of aesthetic, and I know Spartans are shielded, but that chest plate doesn't offer much abdomen cover. If your shield pops and you get hit in the suit, you might be out. Chest. We only have one. That just makes it green. So yeah, that's not terrible. That's not bad at all. And from the back, I quite like that profile. I don't mind that at all. In fact, helmet-wise, what have we got? They're okay. Yeah, they're alright. They're nanotech Halo themed, but I'm not. That's really clunky. I'm not against it. I quite like that. That's really nice, actually. I like that knife and the sheath. Okay, so that's the event one, I'm guessing, if it's legendary. That's not terrible. Mark 5, if you've been watching my Reach playthrough, it's this is the Reach inspired season. Let's have a little look. They're just ready for business, right? No messing around. Looks like a Spartan. Looks like a Spartan. Love it. Absolutely love it. Really nice core. The Yori... It's not for me. It has the hintings of the Hayabusa, which is a Halo 3 armor, and you know this is my personal take on these. You could argue that is very Halo, and I wouldn't really have much of a argument against it, other than it just doesn't look like it to me. I don't like how it looks, and this is purely just me indulging myself. I don't like this either. It's just not a style that I think works for how I see Spartans personally. The Mirage is at 11C. That's nice. It's not a lot of housing on the back. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Let's have a look at the Rakshasa. So this was last Season 2's armor core. There's no back. It really bugs me that there's no back. It looks like a Marine, but aesthetically, and the bits on it, and the colour scheme and things, I like it. If I could have that helmet on a different armour, and this is where armour cores fall down. with this, I am fixed. All of this gear can only be used on this core. So instead of having one Spartan, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I now have 7 armor cores to choose from, and I can only put certain things on certain ones. I said it last time I did one of these. That's a problem that needs fixing. Even the stupid armor colorings, you can't trade between. I think some of them you can now. I think they've tweaked it, but it's not good enough. I should be able to take those shoulder pauldrons, that helmet, that chest piece, those knee pads, and those greaves, and that's my Spartan. I should just be able to do it. I should be able to mix and match every single thing in every single one of these armor cores. Now on to the positives. That does look nice. I like that plating. I like just the sleek, streamlined. It's missing them, and I grew up with the Spartan 2s. I love Spartan 2s. I love Spartan 4s, but for me, the Spartan, the archetypal hero Spartan, is a Spartan 2. So the back profile, it's very narrow. It's missing. It's missing the more bulkiness of bulky armor, of heavy armor. But for a suit of armor and an undersuit, that's gorgeous. Just on a basic level. Oh, I've just seen something to get me excited. These helmets are very Halo. Very Halo. Very Halo. Right, so that says it's the Balor. That looks like Deadeye to me, and Deadeye was my favourite. How do we get that? That's gonna... Oh, so that's a buy from store. You unlock that bug-eyed weird thing from the season pass. But that one, the one that I would probably use the most, is probably locked behind a paywall. It's a free-to-play game. This multiplayer is free-to-play, and this is the different thing with Halo that I'm struggling to comprehend. It's season-based, which is fine, and if you want to buy the season pass, great. If you don't, then you still get bits, but don't buy the season pass. It's your choice. But they also have all this stuff, like that really nice helmet. And new attachments. Like, there's lots of customization that you can have, which is cool, but it starts to get locked behind a paywall. The more I look at it, the more I'm going off it. Actually, it's not quite as sleek as the Deadeye. The Deadeye helmet was beautiful. Oh, and 343 did Deadeye. Deadeye wasn't Bungie thing, but 343 is responsible for my obsession with the Deadeye helmet. It's just a beautiful design. Came out in Halo 4. It was in Halo 5 as well. I love it. I love it. I want it in this. I don't know why it isn't in this. I don't know why we have to be drip-fed cosmetic stuff for our Spartans. Even on a free-to-play basis. If you're buying a season pass. I don't know why it's so limited. There should be stuff in the campaign that you can unlock that goes into... I'm going to rant too much on this video. They just frustrate me that they're mishandling Halo. Right, I've said enough. Let's move on. We don't really need to check out visors. Different colours, different shades, different shapes on them. Cool, some really cool stuff. Let's have a little look at the chests. So, up armoured with a few mags. Up armoured with pouches. Like grenades. Grenades actually in padding, so that they don't just explode when something hits them. Up armour pouches. Up armour with extra case. I mean, there's a theme here. I don't actually hate that, but why would you need a bit of extra armor? I don't. That looks like bomb disposal. But pouches, a radio, you know. It's okay. There's a attack comm readout system there. Iron Man. While it's Iron Man, it's almost like the 360 starting screen, the starting swirls. So there's something in that just speaks to me a little bit. Lace web core. That's going to be some sort of shielding from... I can't even see what that is. That's just a torch, isn't it, actually? Actually... Are you going to show me it? No. And this is... You've got to buy this. Like, this is really... I think this is quite nice, just with the extra shoulder. And the torch. I think that looks quite cool. You're going to have to buy it. So sad. Which of these would I personally use? I don't hate that. I don't hate that, but I really like that chest plate. I really like that. Right, let's have a little look at shoulder pads. So these are the same for both sides. That's okay. And again, this is all personal preference. There might be stuff in here that you really like. Don't hate that. My preference is a smaller one on the left, a big bulky one. No. Smaller one on the right, a big bulky one on the left, because in my head, my Spartan's right-handed, so he's shooting, he's looking that way, he's got that extra protection around little details that I've given my Spartan in my own head. There's nothing huge, there's no nothing big and exciting. But each of them, I mean, that looks like it sits a little oddly. But okay, there's nothing terrible. Gloves, because you can customize so much. I mean, none of them excite me all that much, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, nice, look good. Wrist, you got a pager, some sort of calm thing, shock brace, electromagnetic thing, and if you know, there's little bits of lore and things here, and you can. It's a munition wrist holder, so you'd probably slip a mag in there or something. There is lore, little hints of things. Tactical computer processor module. You know, it's not just a piece of armor. There is a little bit of stuff in it, which is cool, which is nice. But I'm very focused on the looks. A utility belt. Oh, I like the tack belt. That's quite nice. The Angus box, right? So I'm getting a feeling that the Angus thing, integrated computer with Mirage armor, is serviceable. Operates with that need extra processor crunch. This is probably going to be something story based then. Are they binoculars? Macro binoculars, yeah, okay, so you know, a little bit more customization. It's a little bit of extra groin plating when you need to plate your groin a bit more. That's Halo, you know, there is stuff like that. Knee pads, personal preference is those. And this is snap judgments, you know, I'm not saying that I would use this. Armor core effects. Personally, I don't love these, like, that doesn't do anything for me. That's not Halo to me. I don't like that either, the Cyclops visor. Or the weird white antlers. It's not for me, none of this is for me. Broken helmet and stuff. It's not for me. I like the clean, the sleek look, if I'm being honest. Like even the flaming helmet, and the flaming helmet is really cool, and it dates back to a Bungie employee exclusive thing that was then thrown out in ODST, I believe it was, when you could finally unlock it. There was a challenge, you had to get a series of 6 achievements, and you got the flaming helmet. Really cool. Really cool thing to do. I just don't think it looks very good in this. Now, I'm not saying graphically it's bad, or how it operates, how it looks with the armor. Just for me, it isn't... Like, my Spartan is boots on the ground, ready for war. And I don't need all this shiny... Like, they just look weird. The flames are just... I think maybe this is it as well. The flames are so rigid. This bit, the sparks, a fixed point on the armor. They don't move. Hades boots. You know, daisies and holographic stuff. Like, why? It's not for me. Even the broken halo. Which is nice. It's a little nod. Really, it's going to be for Infinite, isn't it? But it's none of that stuff's for me. I like the look of the armor. I like the look of the helmets. I like the shoulder pads. I like the ability to customize things. My ideal Halo was Reach for the customization options. There were so many different customization options. They were all unlocked while ranking up to level 100 in the multiplayer. I mean, this stuff does look like Halo. Oh, it's just different visors. We looked at chest plate, we looked at that. Gloves. No gloves. Wrist. What is this? Forearm mounted target designator. For orbital glimmer lances. Interesting. It just looks a bit odd. Yeah, they're really going heavy with this this green, which is probably what you'll unlock during the event. So I don't think this is going to be locked behind a paywall specifically. Emblems and stuff like they've killed my emblem as well. Okay, can we make it look? Cadet Grey isn't bad, you know. I don't hate that. These are new. Here's the other problem with the core systems. Like, that's just wild. But I'm not against it. Quite like the metallic and the metallic camo. But the red is just too much. That's mad. If you want to stand out, there you go. But why isn't this stuff... Why can I not pick each of the 6 colours and then the 7th, the core sort of colour? Why do I not just have 1,000 different colour differences that I can choose from? And I can mix and match. Like that actually looks really cool. I think that looks really nice. But what if I wanted the red to be green or blue? I can't. I can't have it. That's the closest that I'll get. But that's kind of close, to be fair. But it just... It's limited. And if you've played Anthem, many people didn't, which is why it failed. One of the reasons why it failed. People didn't play it because it was crap. But Anthem, their colour customization system was beautiful. It was... Here's a load of different metals, here's a load of different plastics, here's a load of different whatever. Change your colour, tweak your colour for each individual piece of armour, almost. It was so well done. That's what Halo Infinite should have had. You know, they had different dirt, battle damage, different limits on each thing. It was so in-depth. It was really good. Really, really good. That's one of the few things that game got right. This kind of looks like a cyberpunk... what's it called? Where you go into cyberspace and speak to the AIs beyond the wall, and yeah, this looks like that. I mean, it looks more like the Crysis battle armor, the nano suit from Crysis than Halo. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it as much as I hate that. That is not Halo to me. That just... That isn't Halo. That's a million other properties before Halo. In fact, that looks like the Warhammer, the Krieg, who have the gas mask helmets. That's this is World War I inspired armor. This is 1920s, 1910s. This is not. That's the chest pieces. Like, this isn't the Halo universe futuristic. And alright, you could argue that that's not what they're trying to do here. This is why I didn't play any of this event, because it looks crap. I don't like it. It's not for me. Knee pads are alright. I don't mind them. They're quite nice. It doesn't work for me. This works for me personally. That looks, in my eye, very nice. In fact, is there any new stuff? We haven't even got to the season pass yet. I'm looking at the armor cores. Let's have a look at the season pass. We can skip that bit. We're all caught up. Oh, we have an event as well. So we have a story event, which gives us the tack belt. So the story event is for the basic core of the season, where you get the shoulder pads, you get that's not terrible, it's not one I'd use, but that's quite a nice, I like the camo on it, that's quite a nice shade. You get those shoulder pads that we've already looked at, you get a visor that I would not use personally, and this is all free, so this is cool. That's not bad actually, I don't hate that. Are these generic? Can they work on any helmet? Well, I don't suppose it says, does it? The tack belt is cool, I do quite like the tack belt. Very Batman. You get the infinity rig. And you get the little computer thing. Infinity rig. Is it anything to do with infinity? Battle pass wise, I just want to have a look. Let's have a look and see what we get in the actual 100 unlock battle pass. So we'll go through it all, and I'll talk about the premium, but anything with a padlock on it is premium, so you won't get that if you don't buy it. How much does it cost? Premium battle pass, just the battle pass without the extra levels, because why would you? If you're buying a battle pass, you're going to be playing the game, right? Battle pass is 100 credit-y things, but in it, you also get 100 credits, I believe. So you would buy one battle pass, and if you complete that, you would probably pay for the next battle pass, if you wanted to play it that way. But let's have a little look. So we get a little name. I don't like these either. I don't like how this is. You get a name icon. You get slip space, vector, strike, leg things that are cross-core. Everything should be cross-core, but that are cross-core. Everything on here will either be for the Mark 7 or the Mirage armor class. But I'll call out, I mean, you'll be able to see which is which, but I'll call it out. So you get shoulder guards, you get challenge swap, you get the other shoulder guard, because they can't give you you can't give you a pair of shoulder guards. You get aqua green visor, that's not terrible. First bit of currency. Challenge swap. Helmet, fully enclosed, no visor, or limited visor, okay, yeah. Bit of free up armor plating for the Mark 7. Another little name badge thing. I'm going to skip over the challenge swaps and things. There's no point. You get a Mirage tack up. I think it's the grenade holster, isn't it? Cerberus logo. You get a really nice looking shader. Weapon coating. It's only for, in fact, it's only for the Bulldog. You can't put that on your armor, you can't put that on a battle rifle, you can't put that on an assault rifle. You can only put that shader on that weapon. This is not the way. Really, really nice. If I could put that on some armor, I'd be very happy, but you can't. Battle rifle, shader, or coating, sorry, shader's a Destiny word. Battle rifle coating, that's alright. Gold, silver, and iron. You want to put that on an assault rifle or your armor? Can't do it. I don't actually hate that. That's quite nice. Toned down. Timeless moss. Shader. Coating, sorry. Restricted to the battle rifle. Sorry, the assault rifle. You can't even put it on a battle rifle. Ridiculous. These coatings, if you can't customize the coatings, make them for everything. You unlock it. You can put it on your armor, you can put it on your vehicles, you can put it on whatever the hell you want. Make it for everything. Cross core, cross vehicle, cross weapon. Or at least, if it's a weapon coating, make it cross weapon. At the very limited that you could do. Fireteam Hydra. Cerberus, then Hydra. There's a very godly feel to this season, isn't there? Mirage knee pads, quite small, slim, toned down. Yeah, works. Got no problem with that. That's quite nice. Mirage coating. Only for the Mirage. But that's alright, I like that. I like the camo, I like the colours, I like the red of the undersuit against the black. Or the red of the extra armour against the black. That's very nice. Deadeye. That's not Deadeye. What have they done to my helmet? That's not Deadeye. It's not long enough. It should be more pronounced. I mean, the fact that they can't show you a preview in the armor coating that you already have on the Mark 7 is quite poor. As well, and the visor that you have. Oh, it doesn't look as cool. The back looks cool. It looks more square. It was rounder. It was nowhere near that square. But they've put Deadeye. Alright, I can't shout at them for not having my choice of helmet in the others. Made it look awful. I might be able to do something with that. It's a weird profile. It looks squashed. Oh, that makes me sad. I might be able to do something with it with coatings, as restricted as we are. I'll put up a picture, if I remember, I'll put in a picture of Deadeye, of what Deadeye looked like, in fact. I should really edit this out, but I'm not going to. Because I'm an idiot. Wait, so if I do that... No, hold on. I'm doing this wrong. I might have to edit this out. Bear with me, guys. This will not be worth it. I promise you. This will not be worth it. Let's flick to... screen 2. Let me just find screen 2. It should automatically pick it up. There you go. That's Deadeye. It's longer, and alright, that's got transfers and markings and things on it, and the markings make it look really cool. But that is not that. That doesn't look anywhere near as menacing as predatory. Look at the side profile. And the vents, and the cool little stuff. It's squashed. It looks squashed. That's sad. That saddened me. You are no longer my favourite helmet. Beta Company. Armour emblem. Armour emblems are the... As long as it's armour, they go on anything. You can't put that on a vehicle. Oh look, the same weapon coating as on the Bulldog that is restricted to the Bulldog, but this time you can put it on the Bandit, which is the new weapon that I would very much like to try. It's basically the DMR. The DMR has returned, ladies and gentlemen, and it sounds like it's glorious. From the people who've used it, I've heard glowing reports. So that's cool. That's a really nice skin. I like that skin. Why can I only put it on 2 weapons? Mirage, pouches and upper armor and rear armor. Yeah, okay. The Hydra. Shader for the Hydra. Mark 7 shoulder pad. I mean, the Mark 7 stuff, if you don't want any of the other armors, if you are like me and you are such a Puritan in the Halo world, that the Mark 7 looks the nicest. The free stuff in the pass is usually for the Mark 7, so you will have a decent bit of stuff. Even if you're just playing without buying the battle pass, you'll have a decent bit to accessorize with, which is quite nice. Mark 7, oh, that's nice. Sunset Striker. It's very green. I don't mind the orange though. I do quite like that. That might become my main core colour. That's cool. But you should be able to use that on other armours. And because you can't get 2 shoulder pads in one unlock, a shoulder pad for the other side. You've got the, I'm going to call it the corkscrew wrist armor. It's, you know, you pull out that gold bit and there's a corkscrew so you can open your next bottle of wine because you'll need it. Oh look, the emblem that we've had before, the Hydra, but this time you can put it on a weapon. Fireteam Ferret, which is, I don't know if they're Fireteam, I don't know if they're classed as Fireteam, but they are law. There is a law team, the Ferret, which is cool. That's quite nice. Only for the Mirage, I think, from how I read it. But the new colour scheme for the Mirage, cool. Timeless Moss, this time on a sidekick instead of the assault rifle. I love the sidekick, it's such a nice weapon. Yeah. Cut to the quick. Knives for your Mark 7, which isn't a free unlock. But extra knives. That's quite cool. Nice little extra. I don't know if I'd have it myself, but that is pretty cool. If you want to kit your Spartan out with loads of knives, you can go a little bit away there. Flanker. Helmet. That has the profile. No, it doesn't. That's still squashed. In fact, if you scrub the visor shape, that's closer to the Deadeye than the actual Deadeye helmet is. But yeah, cool. Free helmet. Visor. Not for me. But people use it. It looks alright. It's not for me. Left shoulder guard for the Mirage. Right shoulder guard for the Mirage. Fireteam Cerberus emblem for your gun. The extender helmet for the Mirage. Grey Death. That's quite nice. Bandit skin. Only for the Bandit. It's not for all your weapons, not for your armour, it's not for your vehicles. It's for the Bandit. Fireteam Hydra emblem for a vehicle. So 3 unlocks in this season pass have been the same emblem, just for different things. Is that not a bit silly? Wrist unlock for the Mirage. Lavender Death, it's Lilac Campaign, but Lavender Death I'm going to call it. The Lavender Death assault rifle skin. Rifter Kappa gloves for the Mirage, then I mean, yeah, I'd wear any of the gloves that the Mirage comes with. But it's a free unlock in the pass. Well, it's not free even. You've got to buy the premium, so it's not even free. But it's an unlock in the battle pass. Beat your company on a weapon. Vehicle coating. It's alright. Looks okay. Bit of camo, bit of red. Not terrible. And it looks like, or at least it reads to me, that would work on all vehicles. So your vehicle coatings will work on any vehicle, but your weapons are specific to the... Smooth operator. Looks like he's cocking his sidearm. That's alright. I mean, that preview is my Spartan. It doesn't work. There isn't a Mark 7 thing, but the preview of the Mark 7 armor doesn't show it on my Spartan. The stances do. Stances are cool. I like stances. Stances have been in Halo for a long time. Timeless Moss for the Bandit. That's 3 weapons out of 9, I think it is, that you can put skins on. That can now use Timeless Moss if you want to use it. Bit more up armor and pouches for the Mirage. That weird helmet. It's very curvy and bubble shaped, the helmets for this armor, isn't it? Not for me, but I'm not against it. It still looks very Halo. Iron Blood for the Mark 7. That's really nice. Nice colouring on the undersuit. Really like that. Works well with the black armour or the grey armour. That's nice. I prefer to stick with green stuff. My Spartan is green because I like the colour green. But that is very cool. That is a very nice armour coating for the Mark 7. Fireteam Hydra nameplate. That's quite nice. You can get the same skin for, so that's 3 weapons now, I think, that we can have the Urban Renewal skin on 3 separate unlocks. They're padded, you can see. The problem with the season passes here, is it worth the £8 or whatever it is to buy it in terms of real money instead of their currency? I mean, if you're going to complete it, and when you buy it, you will unlock it forever. You will never lose that battle pass. I think you get enough stuff in there. You certainly get a lot of nice stuff. These weapon coatings and things, they're really nice. It's just a shame of how they handle the pass. There are so many levels in this that are just a repetition. It's the same item to go onto a different thing. Or it's the same coating to go onto a different weapon. It's the same logo to go onto a weapon or an armor or a vehicle. Fireteam Ferret for your weapon. It's sad, isn't it? And a lot of this is nice. This season pass is very nice. I like a lot of this. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I'd use it, but the Angus box, you could kick yourself out with the Angus armor, and it looks like a lot of it is in the season passes and things in the event pass. Cool. Grey Death for a sidekick. If you've got to repeat stuff like this, why not do Grey Death weapon coating, Grey Death armor coating, Grey Death vehicle coating, instead of it just being for one weapon? Breaks your heart, man. I like that. That's a nice helmet. It has that classic Halo look. We've had a lot of EVA helmets like that in the past. This is the attachment, so you get the antenna. I think the attachments work on any helmet. Yeah. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with weapon attachments and things like that. Aqua Sands for the Bandit. So that's 3 weapons, you could have that on. That's nice. That's really nice on the battle rifle. That's really nice. Really nice camo. But it's the 4th time we've seen that coating for a weapon. Slipstream endpoint. So this is death animations that you can put on weapons. I have a couple of them on some of my weapons, the stuff that I like using. I don't mind them. I don't hate them at all. Death animations and stuff is not new in Halo, so yeah. I don't mind that actually. That's quite cool. A little bit more customization. Fireteam Cerberus emblem, because we've not seen that before. On a vehicle. I think that's the 3rd time. 3rd time we've seen that emblem. 51 spots in. 3rd time it's taken up a spot on the battle pass. Instead of, here's the Fireteam Cerberus emblem for everything that you could equip it on. I like that. Spanker lock. I'd have that. That's the when you zoom in, when you aim in, the reticle for the rocket launcher. That's really cool. Timeless Moss now available exclusively on the Mirage Armour. An urban renewal on the Commando. 5 times we've seen that on 5 different weapons. Lavender Death on the Sidekick. The Mercury on the Mark 7, that's nice. That's a very nice helmet. A lot of visor, but that's a very nice helmet. I don't mind that at all. Like, even in the Battle Pass, you can see that they're filling it out because you could only get an XP boost. It's not tagged in with anything else, so they're just padding. Urban Renewal, again, 6th time, on the 6th different weapon. It's really nice. I really like that coating. I want to put it on armor. And I shouldn't have to unlock it 7 times for 7 different weapons, 7 different things. It should just be, here's a coating. Or, if it was how I ideally wanted it to be, just go ham. You can have whatever colour you want. Colour doesn't come into Season Pass. The colour is the colour, the camo. The setup is for everyone. You choose however you want to look. And this is more armour based, weapon based. You know, maybe the because they've done, and I'll go into it in a bit once we've gone through this. They have done little things like different barrels and sights and rests for weapons that were purchasable, that were only available in Season 1, they're not available anymore. Put something like that in to customise your weapons a bit more than just a coating that you got to unlock 7 times. Once for each individual weapon. It's annoying. Bigger company logo again. That's nice. Tiger royalty for the Mark 7. I mean, I'd like to have that on all of my... I mean, how good would the... I can't remember what it's called. That's how little I've taken an interest in the customization for Infinite. The Samurai one that was released in November 2021. Was it the Yoryu or something? That would look really cool on there. It would look crazy. You can't, it's only on the Mark 7. Shoulder pad for the Mark 7. Minimalist. I would use that on the right arm. That's not bad. It has a nice profile. Looks like it sits quite well. Don't mind that at all. Deep Ocean visor. They have this thing for having visors with textures and things on as well. There seems to be a big love. I suppose once you've made one visor, you can just keep tweaking and yeah. Not something I would use. I like a clean visor. Maybe black, maybe gold, maybe green, maybe red, maybe whatever. Maybe a pearlescent one. I don't need textures on it, personally. But people dig it, people like it. The other shoulder pad that we've already seen. Dialed in stance with a commando, I want to say. I can't spin it, so I can't see. It might be the bandit, actually. That's a nice stance. Very nice stance. The Fireteam Phoenix emblem. Don't think we've seen Phoenix before, but you can now put it on your armour. Aqua Sands, restricted to the S7 Sniper. So, again, a weapon that you might not want to put that on. Just unlock it for everything. Just unlock it for everything. Fireteam Ferret for a vehicle. Have we not already seen that before? We've seen this enough times. Net Moon visor. It's like night vision, isn't it? I'm gonna say, or I mean, they look like torches. I'm gonna say it's something like night vision or some sort of. You can't even see what he's looking at. It's some sort of additional optical display thing. That yeah, cool. I like stuff like that. I like this stuff. This stuff is cool. Just helmet attachments, armor attachments. They're cool. More customization is cool. Grey Death for the battle rifle. That's really nice. That's 4 weapons. You can put Grey Death on now. Hold on. 67. So that's on a Gun Goose. It's the same thing. Same thing, just on a mongoose. Are these coatings restricted to vehicle as well? They can't be. They can't be. There is absolutely no way that you would unlock that for a mongoose. And then a gun goose separately. It's the same bloody vehicle. It is, isn't it? They're locked. They are vehicle skins are locked. Oh my god, this is worse than I thought. It's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice. Okay, the new bare minimum that they could do. Warthog skin works on the Warthog and the passenger Warthog, on the Scout Hog. The Gun Goose and the Mongoose share a skin, instead of them being individual. Oh my god, this is so... I want to say lazy, because they've gone in, they've taken the time to make these coatings and things. I don't know how long a coating takes, I don't know how many people have to work on it. But they've gone in and they've made it, and then they've decided in the code to restrict that specific one to just a Gun Goose. Just not lazy, it's the opposite of lazy. They've made it harder to customise. Or they've made this stuff less accessible. Let's put it that way, it's less accessible, it's less user friendly, because you've got to unlock that 7 times for 7 different vehicles. It's not just... The coating system is a travesty in this game. Mr. Bones. Little grenade. Grenades, grenade holsters, yeah. Again, armor attachments, I'm not against them at all. If I'd use them or not, doesn't matter. Because they're a nice to have. They're a very nice to have. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That is nice, actually. I like that. For the Mirage. That's for the Mark 7, by the way, Mr. Bones. Sniper's Honor. Another stance. That's quite a nice stance as well. Especially if you're a sniper. I'm not. And at least the barrel is pointing down and his hand's nowhere near the trigger, so he's not going to trigger it and it's going to go off and blow through his fingers. So they've thought about it. That's cool. And then the opposite. Extra net. It looks like... Which branch? It looks like recording equipment. Audio visual. Recording equipment. Cool. Yeah, again, I'm not against this stuff. Phoenix emblem. For your weapons. Timeless Moss for your battle rifle. Urban renewal. Again. Another weapon coating. For another weapon. Grey Death on assault rifle. Avalanche Slate on the Mark 7. So it's out of the vehicle pool now. It's now into the armour. That's quite nice. It looks restricted to the Mark 7, which is again just silly. But it's quite nice. That is really nice, actually. That is a very nice core. Put it on all the armours, and it'll be nice on all the armours. Nexus helmet for the Mirage. That's nice. I like the Mirage. The Mirage is it reminds me of the Spartan IV armour. The Mirage is nice. I like the Mirage kit. Everything I've seen of it looks really nice. I love that chest plate. And it just reminds me of the cut down, lesser budget Spartan III style, which is cool. It works for me. Urban renewal on your rocket launchers. There you go. Sunset Striker is available on the Mark 7 and the Mirage. I like that on the Mirage more than the Mark 7, actually. I really like that on there. That's what I would use. If I ever get, well, at some point I'll get up to level 78 in the battle pass. It's not free though, is it? It's premium. Attack hub. Again, I mean, I might put that on if I don't want up armor. Little stuff like that gives you an idea that your Spartan is connected to the wider world. You're, you know, calling plays and things. It's like the quarterback handbook, but it's there at your chest instead of on your arm. It's cool. I like this stuff. It's a shame that it's locked behind the premium or the store whenever they do it, but that stuff is cool, and I suppose you do get it in the events. The shock brace. I don't know what the shock brace is. It just looks like extra. Looks like extra armor plating and a cast to me. And the Cerberus nameplate. Now I get it if it was Cerberus emblem was one unlock and then the Cerberus nameplate was another unlock, and the Cerberus emblem was then used on vehicle, armor and weapons just for unlocking it once. Instead you've got to unlock it 3 times. So silly. Purple sun for the Mirage, that looks quite nice actually. And then the Fighting Phoenix. I'm completely confused. I think we've already seen this on a vehicle, but I could be wrong. But there you go. The 3rd time you can unlock the Fighting Phoenix emblem. Sunset Striker restricted to the Bandit. That's nice. I want that on a battle rifle. We'll see if it comes to the battle rifle. That's really nice. I would equip that on my Bandit, and I would happily run around popping heads with that. I think that's gorgeous. I think that is a gorgeous coating. It's just a shame that it's so restricted. The extra, I want to say pouch or whatever it was, I can't remember what the description was. Wrist armor for the Mirage. Yeah, I like it. It's cool and it's free. So I think everybody gets the Mirage, and you even get in the season pass, in the battle pass, you even get little free additional accessories, which is cool. Knee pads, locks behind, but that's fine. Beta Company logo. Urban renewal for a sniper this time. There's not many spaces left. We're running out of weapons for them to put urban renewal on. Shoulder pad. Again, I like that. I do like that armor. I like that armor a lot. That is very nice armor. Outside of the nostalgia feel of the Mark V and the in-head choice that the Mark VII is the main Spartan IV armor for me, this Mirage armor is stunning. It's one of the nicest. It's probably nicer than the Mark VII actually. Yeah, I think this and the Mark V are the nicest armor that they've done, but they don't get credit for the Mark V because the Mark V is the Reach armor, and a lot of the accessories and the things that you get to use is on your armor for customization is from Reach, so they don't get credit for importing that in. It's good that it's there, and this nostalgia feel is cool. It's really cool, but it's not their creation, whereas this is, and this looks really nice. Yeah, I like that armor. I do like that armor with that sunset striker. Ooh. That might be my new Spartan going forward if I bother to unlock the stuff. Talon's Moss on the Mark VII, the other shoulder pad. Rift Epsilon. Gloves. Yeah, the gloves, the wrist looks a bit wonky for how the material sits. Yeah, gloves are cool. I like gloves. More Moon Glow, TAC RS Moon Glow. More helmet options. It's free. It's cool. Like it. We've probably already seen that. I don't know. I've lost track with all these emblems now. The Triton Epic Visor for the Mark VII. It's too busy for me personally, but there will be people that run it, and I have no problem with it. I've already touched on what I like about a visor, and that's very busy, but it's very cool. It adds more customization to your the ferret logo. Street Viper. That I do not like that helmet. I flat out don't like it. but I like that. I mean, that shape is the Deadeye. I've still got the picture up. That shape is Deadeye. It's a very nice shape. I don't like the eyes. If the eyes were different, yeah, not for me, but it's cool. I think it's cool. I love that shape. That side profile is stunning. Lilac campaign, Lavender Death for your Max 7. I don't mind that either, with the radio and the extra. I want to say magazine. It might be for the sidekick, but a bit of up armoring. The problem is with these, I can put that up armor on this. I can't change the colour of it. The colour is fixed for the accessories. They have a long way to go. Bottom offensive for the Max 7 helmet. I don't mind that actually. I like the uniformity. I like the colour. I don't know if I'd use it, but I don't mind it. That's crazy. Very neon, very vibrant. Scorched Blood armor coating for the Mirage. I haven't seen a coating on the Mirage that I don't like. I wouldn't use it, but it looks cool. It looks really cool. Viper Shroud. Legendary attachment. Oh, it just changes the eye, so it gives you more lenses. Oh, and it pads it out a little bit. I see. Not for me, but it's cool. It is pretty cool. And then the level 100 unlock. That must be a little ration holder. It's his lunchbox. You've got a little snack bar ration. That's his water bottle underneath. And then you've got his lunchbox strapped to him. So he's ready to go to school with his lunchbox. I'll work, you know. For the Mark 7, not for me. Not for me at all. Wouldn't fit the aesthetic and the idea of my Spartan. It's a bit fun, I guess. And then the Slipstream. Don't like these at all. Slipstream sector link. I'll get my words out eventually. Basically, it's when you're sliding, when you spawn into a game. It's just a little effect. Like with Destiny, when you sort of beam down to an area, you get a little flash of something. This is the same thing in Halo Infinite, but it's when you run, when you slide, when you respawn. Or when you boost, I think, as well, is one of them. It's not something I love. I just think that it gives away your position a bit easier. And it is a multiplayer game that it's used in, so I wouldn't use one. But, you know, I'm not going to judge people that use it. They may love it. They may think this is one of the coolest things about this game against the other ones, against Halo 5, against Halo 4. I got no problem with them being in there. It's not for me. It's not Halo to me, but I'm very old school when it comes to Halo. And you know what? If you're going free to play, if you're doing battle passes, you need something to pad them out. It's a bit more customization. I will never say that more customization is wrong, even if I don't like it. There's so much in the Halo MCC, Master Chief Collection, so many unlocks and things in there, so many different armor types that 343 have added on top of what was already there that I do not like, that do not look like Halo armor to me, or Elite armor, Spartan armor, whatever you want. It just doesn't look right to my eye. I just don't equip them. I don't care if other people use them. Other people can use whatever they want. Other people can look however they want. If you want to run around with the crazy Viper Shroud, it's not a helmet that I love. It's not a helmet that I would wear. Good for you, man. You create your Spartan as you want to look. You change up every week, change your helmet. It's cool. It's good that this stuff is here. How it's delivered, I don't like. And I do not like one shader. In fact, there's 4 shaders. Is it 4 or 5 shaders that are repeated at least 5 times in this battle pass at different levels? So that is a minimum of 20 levels in the battle pass. I can't get that on a battle rifle. Why? Why is that not just a weapon unlock? So you can put it on any weapon you want. The delivery system is poor. The delivery system is exceptionally poor. It is the worst delivery system in any Halo game. Halo 5's delivery system with the rec points, basically loot boxes, was better than this. But there's some really nice stuff in there. There is some very nice stuff in there, and the Mirage armor is very nice. Let's go back to customize. Like, right, Platinum Anniversary on the Warthog, because it makes it look like the classic Warthog, that colour scheme. I love it. And these, like, these are cool. Are there any of these? These all came out in Season 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these were like purchases and stuff. You had to buy them. They weren't in the Battle Pass. They weren't weekly unlocks. I don't believe. I might be wrong there. There might have been a weekly unlock. Extra armor for the for the windscreen. Dirty in the windscreen. Flags. No, it's not flags, is it? It's mud guards. Really cool little extras. Trophies and stuff. Different bumpers. Winch on that one. You know, winch laid out differently. This stuff is cool. It wasn't in Season 2. They didn't make any for Season 2. And I think they only did it for the Warg. So here's is the Mongoose. What I was looking for... It's not even here. Actually, no, that Warthog shader that I have on my Warthog isn't here to use on the Mongoose. So they are restricted. You can't even share the coating between vehicles either. There isn't any model changes. So was there 9, 10 for the Warthog? There's none of that here. I'm not even looking at emblems. Scorpion. Yeah, these are all separate as well. I mean, that's cool. I really like that. That was released in Season 1. That's in the store now. That was in Season 1. That looks really cool. There's no... You can't have like a different cannon on. You can't have different mud guards. Your different light configuration on the front. Same with the Wasp. And all of these individual... That's nice. I like that on there. I do like that on there, actually. I didn't on the Mongoose, but that... So the Razorback has... Right, so the Razorback and the Warthog share unlocks, mostly. These are all Season 1. But the Gungoose... Unless the Gungoose did then and it doesn't now. Mind you, that looks very similar to what they're offering in their Season Pass anyway, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of a different colour. Which doesn't actually show up in here. Yeah, it's that. It is. It's for the same bloody vehicle, but you've got to unlock it twice if you want to use it. It's awful. Rocket Hog uses the same unlocks. Why are they not on the Razorback, but they are on the Rocket Hog and the Warthog? Even their own vehicles share. I suppose that is a different shape. Yeah, it is a different shape, to be fair. I'll give them that. It is a different model vehicle. Whereas that is exactly the same. Okay, I'll let them off that. But still, that Platinum Anniversary coating should be available on every vehicle. Have they added any new AIs? No. It wasn't... What was I going to show? I was going to show you weapons, wasn't I? Right, assault rifle. That's my assault rifle. I have the Nerf shader on because I have the Nerf gun, and I think it's quirky. But in here, under model, as you saw with the Warthog, in Season 1, they had 4 different barrel types that you had to buy from the store but they changed, or not barrel types, but customization options. I think that was an unlock in one of the events. I can't remember. They don't add anything to the actual functionality of the gun. They just make it look more customized. That's cool. I like that. Same with... Again, this is all Season 1 stuff. Same with the sidearm. Different shrouds. I like that. I like that cut down version. I don't hate that either. Really cool extras that I don't have because I'm not going to buy them. Battle rifle, my favourite weapon. You only got 3 different barrel options. But really cool extra little things. Did it in Season 1, didn't do it in Season 2, and they didn't do it for a load of weapons. Like, imagine being able to customize the sniper rifle, change the you know, how the visual of the weapon looks without impacting how the weapon works, because that's the thing about Halo. All the weapons are the same. You pick them up, you use them, they're always going to feel the same. But different customization options are not there, but they fill the battle pass with the same shader 7 times for 7 different weapons. It's poor. It's really poor. This has been an hour and 16 minutes of me, it feels like, ranting about Halo. They've got better. The systems that they've brought in place to give you more XP, the XP upon finishing a match is good. The challenges, I hate that system. I understand why they're there. I get it. Actually, let's have a little look at the Deadeye. That looks more classic Mark V. That does look a bit more like ODST as well. They've changed the names as well. It doesn't look as cool. The visor's the same. The visor always looked like that, but the helmet is just too squashed. I'm obsessing over this now. The front looks a bit too flat, and that side profile looks a bit too squashed. It should look like that. It should have that length. That's why alright, I'm going to stick with the Mark 7 then. Because I really like that. And they've ruined, officially ruined, for me, and this is a total personal thing. This whole video has been a personal thing. Like, you can disagree, you can shout at me in the comments all you want and say I'm wrong. In your eyes I probably am. But in my view, this, I can only tell you how I feel. I can only be honest with it. It's been so long since we had a new season pass that I thought we'd have a little look. And they've ruined my favourite helmet. For me. And it's not just an art style. It isn't the art style change, because the art style is fantastic. Going back to the Halo roots of making the armour look like they do, mostly, is perfect. It's exactly what the fanbase wanted. But that is squashed. It is squashed and it is flattened, and it's sad to see that it's not like they've changed the name. That is clearly the ODST helmet. That's what it's based on, and they've called it Firefall. But it's an ODST helmet, right? It looks like it. Yeah, they've changed it slightly, and you can argue that you would tweak an ODST helmet to fit the Spartan system, the whatever armour mark that they're wearing system. That's the Mark V helmet, but they've called it something else because there's no need. You could call it Mark V, but okay, we'll find it now. In fact, that looks more Deadeye than that. From the front, anyway. Oh, it's sad. What a sad point to end this video on. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I completely accept this is a total personal thing. In your eyes, you could love everything in this. Buy the battle pass if you want, support the game if you want. If you don't care about the campaign, you only want to play the multiplayer, you haven't paid anything for it, if there's something in here, spend the money. Support the developers. Even if I don't like what they're doing, I don't want Halo to go away. I love Halo that much. But there is inherent problems with 343 having Halo and this delivery system that they've thought up to copy everyone else. Halo is about leading the way, not following the crowd. This delivery system follows the crowd. And looking at that season pass and how many times so many things are repeated for basically doing the same job. Emblems unlocked 3 times that do the same thing just on a different item. Not good enough. Coatings for individual weapons, individual vehicles. Not good enough. Individual armors, helmets that only work on certain armors. Not good enough. There should be one core and you work everything off that and you just have a billion different armor options and you can go as crazy as you want. And that is how you customize your Spartan. That's how it should be. It should be the Reach model. It isn't. It falls short, like so much of Halo Infinite for me. Greatness is... it was in grasp. It was so close. But they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And it's sad. It's so sad that this is where we are with Halo. And I think that 343 are trying to make it better. I think that Season 2 was very Spartan in its releases with the weapon stuff, the vehicle customization, the weapon customization. Season 1 there was loads because they had years to plan it. Season 2 they didn't. And things went wrong and the game, there's still problems with the game now. There was bugs, there was issues, there wasn't enough content. There was not enough content in Season 2. So how do you come around that? You make more content. You're charging people for this. Make more. And it still is restricted. In fact, before we end this, let's go for the real sour note, shall we? Oh God. This is the store. For 800, which is about, I mean, you'd probably be paying around £7, £8 for the coins, let's say, to unlock this. You get... I don't even like that, actually. That's one I don't like on the armor. You get a coating, you get a visor, looks like metal mesh, and you get a stance. Riveting. And there's clearly a riveting metalwork theme in this set. 600 coins, which is going to be the same amount of money as the last one when you look at real money, to go on like one it's the same coating. It's not even 600 for coating you can use on everything. It's 600 coins for the same coating on 3 items that if you play 4v4 you're never going to see most of them. $800 for the little VI armor add-on things. Does that stance look weird? It's not really at ease, but he's not standing to anything odd. At least you get a stance in that one. You get a visor. I'm guessing the armor effects can work on any armor. Otherwise, I'd be saying, why are you giving out a coating for a... So the armor effects must be able to work on every armor, which is at least something. But you get a coating, a visor, a stance, and an armor effect. Compared to that, that doesn't No, compared to that, that seems like really good value. That seems like really good value compared to that sensor link one. That's terrible. And this is a... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So this is the most expensive bundle they have in store. 220 credits. 220 credits is £14.49. So for, let's call it 14 quid. Be very generous. For 14 quid, you can get the same weapon coating 5 times for 5 different weapons. You'll get that helmet for the Mirage. You'll get the shoulder pads. You will get the pair for the Mirage. You will get the upper armor. Yeah, the upper armor bit for the helmet. You will get the... You'll get 2 chests. Oh, interesting. You get one for the Mirage to go in with the theme of the shoulder pads that you just bought. You will get that for the Mark 7. You will get knee pads that fit into the theme of the armor that you're buying for the Mirage. You will get Project Cask Loom up armor for the Mark 7. So that doesn't even work with the Mirage that most of this armor goes with. And as we mentioned, the other armor for the Mark 7, it's not even the Mirage. You will get Pattern Shift for the Mark 7. You will get Void Ultra for the Mirage. That's really nice. That is gorgeous. But you couldn't have that on the Mirage, and you couldn't have that on the Mark 7, despite you paying 14 quid for it. You'll get a visor that only works on the Mark 7. You'll get a diver's rig, I'm going to call it, for the helmets. You will get the Security Gen 3. That's security? Okay. Security Gen 3 for the Mark 7. Oh my god. It goes on and on and on. You will get the wrist that suits the armor for the Mirage, and you will get 2 different shoulder pads for the Mark 7, not the Mirage. So basically there's 2 armor sets in here and a load of weapon coatings for 14 quid. Actually, to be fair to them, for 14 quid you get, let's forget that they're the same, you get 5 weapon coatings, you get a whole armor system for the Mirage and half an armor system for the Mark 7, you get a visor for the Mark 7, you get 2 armor shaders. You get quite a lot of stuff for 14 quid. Now, bearing in mind the season pass will give you more, and in my opinion, nicer looking stuff, and a reason to keep playing. They'll have this in for 14 quid, and then next week you'll be able to buy individual components for... That's just it. So a coating is 300. It's not a bad coating, to be honest. A bit of pinstripe on there, on the bodysuit as well, on the glove. The value in... God. If there is things in here that you must have, because you may not be able to get them in the future, because of FOMO, which they're really building into, if you just have to have that weapon skin and it's worth 14 quid for you, you get all this extra stuff. If you like what's in here, if you would genuinely use these sort of 1.5 armor sets, this is actually quite good value. I can't believe I'm saying that, but with how they are putting their value, this isn't bad. It's still 14 quid. It's still too expensive for me to consider buying it, and that shader is really nice, but you do get quite a lot. I can't even believe I'm saying this. under their value, you get a lot in that, compared to that for 600 credits, which gives you 3 skins. That's the same skin. And it limits you to 3 certain things. We looked at this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. The star's crap. The star's crap. The star's poor value. I like that they've added credits into the season pass. It means if you only buy the season passes, you will cover the next one, as long as they don't put the price up. Just their pricing is wild, and in the context of me saying those 21 items for 14 quid is good value, it's not good value. Don't buy it. It's all of this stuff. I am of the opinion that Halo should be a campaign with multiplayer, and all of this stuff is unlocked while you play the multiplayer, or it's campaign with multiplayer and then they do the seasonal thing, and all of this stuff is unlocked in the season pass that you would pay extra for, like the DLCs. I've got no problem with that. No problem at all. Even if it was every month 10 quid, not every month would be far too much, every 3 months, let's say 10 quid for a season pass, you get 2 maps, 1 new game mode, and maybe a new weapon or something like that, and you've got to buy into that. I'm not against that. I don't think Halo, it's the old-fashioned Halo player in me as well that says it. I don't think Halo should be a free-to-play. I think there should be a reason to buy the campaign, the multiplayer. It should be the Halo experience. They should sell you the Halo experience. We've lost the experience with 343. And I wanted this video to be upbeat. I wanted this video to be nice, to be good, to be exciting. I wanted to be thrilled by what I see in here. In all honesty, this is one of the better season passes of the 3 that they've done. It's probably on par with season 1 for me, for aesthetics. That armour, in fact you see it better there, that armour, the Mirage, is stunning. Stunning. So let's end on a positive. Despite all of the issues that I have with Halo Infinite's multiplayer and how they deliver content and how that content is packaged, there is a lot in this season, if you choose to purchase into it, that you will, if you are of a mindset like me, you will enjoy, and there is aesthetically so much customization for your armor sets. Take me to the event as well, and there is also a free event, free, no purchase necessary, that will give you 10 of these items over the next 13 days. You've got 2 weeks to do this. All you need to do is complete the challenges in here. And every single challenge, another really positive, we're trying to end on a positive, another big positive, every single one of these challenges gives you XP towards the event and the season pass. So they've combined the two. Whenever there's an event on, you will always get XP for that event when you are playing challenges or completing challenges linked to that event. They are improving, they are making things better. Things are hopefully going to be on the up. We're going to end on a positive. That Mirage armor is beautiful. It is, where are you? It is gorgeous. My biggest takeaway from Season 3 is that the Mirage armor is beautiful. And the Bandit as well. I can't wait to play with the Bandit. I'm looking forward to that. But from a customization point, from a Season Pass, from an armor perspective, that's really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have I been too harsh? It's quite possible. Who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.